Hello, Mrs. Nash, Mrs. Coy, Maddie, Blake, Joe, Hannah, Rosie, Grace, Rebecca, Alex, Jake, Allie, Audrey, Cameron, Olivia, Brendan, Bean, Sam, Elizabeth, Kate, Aiden, and Nathaniel. How are you? So welcome to YMCA, that stands for the You and Me Collaboration Association. I'm Lois Houston.
And I'm Gwenny.
And we might seem a little bit familiar to you. So on our talk show today, we're going to be talking about two books. The book I read, Mary Poppins by P.L. Travers.
And the book I read, Someone Named Eva by Joan N. Wolfe.
So we're going to switch over to Commander Read a Book and her special guest, Mary Poppins. They're going to be talking about Mary Poppins.
Hello, I'm Commander Read a Book, and I have a very special guest today. So please welcome Mary Poppins.
Hello, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so I have a few questions to ask you today.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so why do you think you are so strict towards your children, Jane and Michael Bay?
Well, I just want to make sure they're always in tip-top shape and ready to do whatever I tell them to.
During Chapter 6, Bad Tuesday, why do you think Michael is acting so rude?
Well, you know, to tell you the truth, I think he was just trying to annoy me and everybody else who kicked in the shin.
Why do you think this is a fantasy?
Well, who the heck is going to be flying around with an umbrella without clearance from the airport traffic control?
Is there a moral to the story?
Nope, just good, clean fun and a mad woman who carries hat stands around in her handbag.
Is there anything that you would change about this book?
Yeah, I would add more action because, in my opinion, it is quite a boring book. And like I said before, nothing really happens. There are no main events. There are no wowish moments.
Would you recommend this book to anyone?
I suppose I wouldn't because, like I said before, and I know this is a bit harsh, but nothing really popped, I guess. There were no exciting things.
How do you feel about the time you were rude to the butcher? Do you regret it?
Maybe just a little, because I could have been a bit nicer and I wasn't rushed, so.
Do you ever think that you're too strict towards the children, especially at bedtime?
No. I just need them to listen, and Mrs. Nash knows exactly what I'm talking about.
You might want to read my book, Naughty with a Chance of Children, by me, Commander Read Book, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Okay, so, when you left the children, did you feel guilty about not telling them or even saying goodbye?
Well, just a little, because I did leave that portrait of me for them, and I said I would leave once the wind changed.
Do you think the children were ready to be left without a nanny?
You know, Commander Read a Book, I believe they were, because it seemed when I left, they knew what they were doing, and they knew that I had left, and so they knew that they should be good.
Thank you for coming, Mary.
Thank you for having me. Bye, everybody.
How about a spoonful of sugar, everybody?
Just for Mary Poppins.
Thank you, Mary. So now we're going to be talking about the book Someone Named Eva by Joan N. Wolfe.
So we'll see you back here in a second.
Bye.
Hi, everybody. My name is Mercy Youngfellow, and today I'm going to be talking about the book Someone Named Eva by Joan N. Wolfe. So, if you will, please welcome my special guest from the book, Malala, or as her name was changed to, Eva.
Hi.
Translation, good day in German. Hi, Eva, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
So, I'm going to ask you a few questions about the book.
Alright.
First of all, what was the hardest thing about living at the girls' camp?
Well, there are a few hard things. First, I had to learn a new language. Second, I was away from my family, which made it even harder. And third, I was forgetting who I was. I was becoming a junior.
Did you succeed in remembering who you are?
Yes. Hearing the prisoner sing in Czech made me remember who I am.
How did you stay hopeful?
In bad times, I looked at my pen that my grandmother gave me, and I always believed that someday my parents would come home.
You mentioned stargazing several times in the book. Why is this so important to you?
Stargazing is important to me because the last thing that my father gave me was a telescope for my birthday. We love to look at the stars together on top of the hill in Ladis.
And Ladis is your hometown, correct? But he says gone now. How do you feel coming back to the sacred ground?
It's very hard for me because my best friend Tracy was killed here. My brother and my father were killed here. I don't know where my sister is, Anechka. And my grandmother died here, all by the Nazis. And they took us away from our house.
The only person you knew when you got to the girls' camp from your hometown was Ruza, but you didn't like her. How was your experience different from hers?
It was weird how she changed from being a shy girl to a girl who always raised her hand. At camp, she was a teacher's pet. She was a perfect German girl. She completely abandoned her other life in the beach. That's why I don't like her.
Your closest friend at camp was Liesel, or her name used to be Katarzyna. Do you think she remembered who she was throughout the war?
I sure hope so. We were very much alike in many ways. We were quiet in class, loving to each other, and hopeful for the future.
Looking back, do you think your adopted sister Elspeth was a Nazi or just a little girl?
Mother and Elspeth were good people. They were far too nice to be Nazis. They had no control over their lives. They just followed Vater's orders.
Will you ever be able to live a normal life?
I'm certainly going to try, but after everything that I'm seeing, it will be hard.
You talk a lot about the smell in your German home, the smell coming from the camp. Do you think Mother knew what was going on there?
I think Elspeth knew what was going on. She probably saw things in Vater's office, but Mother never went in there. I don't know if Mother could handle the grief of knowing what was going on in camp.
Well, you are a strong person to have survived this. Well, thank you for coming, Eva. It was nice talking to you.
Thank you.
Hope you enjoyed the show. She's Gwenny.
She's Molly.
And this is...